Hey everybody, it's Michelle Baker, the Congruency Catalyst International Speaker Trainer Coach with today's Make It Awesome moment. Today is Wednesday, September 14th, and I am excited. We have been doing the word extra this week. So Monday we talked about effort and how for any great desire, dream, achievement in our life that we must first put forth effort. Yesterday we talked about being excited because if you're not excited, who will be? Remember the dream, the desires, the ideas that are in your mind, they're like your little babies, your children, and no one else is going to love them the way you love them. So don't have an expectation that someone else will come alongside you and get just as excited as you are. It doesn't matter. They will eventually, but they're watching you to see how long you'll last, how long you'll stick with it through all the criticism, the challenges. So having that excitement and that joy for what you're birthing is vital to you keeping it and following through in the long range. So today we are E.X.T. So our word today, drum roll. I really got to get a drum roll. If anybody has a drum roll, post it on there for me from YouTube. I need a drum roll. Time. Can you see? So today we're talking about time. So now you put forth effort, you're excited about what you're doing, and guess what happens? Once you get excited, you start getting involved in a lot of things. You start having opportunities. People are drawn to people who have enthusiasm, joy, they're invigorated, they're awesome, they're incredible. People want those people around. So you're starting to get pulled in all these different directions and your time gets limited. You actually begin to feel that overwhelm that many entrepreneurs feel. What do you do about that? So again, we go back to looking at time. Time is a limited commodity for every person that walks this earth because we're not here forever. So we all have a limited amount of time, but it's actually the greatest equalizer too, because we all have 24 hours in a day. So I'm reminded every day that Oprah, Richard Branson, Tony Robbins, people of that nature, they have 24 hours in a day. Beyonce, you can think of the president, anybody, we all have 24 hours. It's what we do and how we utilize the gift of time that indicates or dictates our future. So the first thing I recommend, and I have a list of 2 things and I'll break it down, is find a system that works for you. Find a system. It's trial and error. Remember, what are the chances of you doing something that you've never done before perfectly on the first time? Absolutely zero. See, big fat zeros here. So find the system that works for you and then make use of it. And then that's how you learn. Many people do time blocking. Some people put calendars on their phone. Some people still need paper calendars because they're tactile and they like to see and write things in and have colors. And when they write it, it imprints on their brain and they see the importance of it. Some people use electronic calendar systems. And whatever you need that helps you to take hold and for you to embrace the gift of that 24 hours every day, make it happen for yourself. And don't give up until you win. Remember, it's time over task over time over task for you to create that habit that'll be powerful for you. Hey, Azina, how are you this morning, Azina? The one for the gyms. Yes, I love you. So books, there are a myriad and list of books that can help you. One of my favorites is The Skinny on Time Management, How to Maximize Your 24-Hour Gift. I always think of that 24 hours. Every day, it's the present. It's a gift, right? It's the present. So how are you going to maximize your gift of the today? Eat That Frog, 21 great ways to stop procrastinating and getting more done in less time. And I'll post these on the video later. And then 3 is Work Less, Do More, a 14-day productivity makeover. Now understand that whenever you decide to take on something new, to change where you currently are, when you make that decision to do something different so you can have something different, it's actually going to be harder for a short period of time. This is why people give up, because they're like, I don't want to do this. It's like when you take on exercise. Like I just started a regimen of no sugar and exercising. So it's taking time. When that alarm clock goes off, this big old body wants to go back to sleep. But I get back up because in my mind, I know the results and I know eventually it's going to be a habit and I won't have to worry about it. That I'm just going to get up and get out and do it. So it does take you some effort and some time, and be excited because you will see the results. Compound interest, not overnight. And then some seminars. Some people need to be in person. You want someone to actually have an overhead. There's Franklin Covey and Dale Carnegie. Go online, whatever it takes. You have to put something in so it comes out. So think about it. If you haven't been managing your time your whole life, you've been scattered, you've been torn, you've been overwhelmed, don't have an expectation that overnight you're going to have this miracle and master your schedule. Pour grace on yourself. As long as you keep going at it every day, you're going to wake up one day and your time will be mastered. Just do whatever it takes. And some things to eliminate. So understand that as you do this, if you take on something, eliminate something. That's why overwhelm happens, because people keep saying yes, 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 and don't learn how to say no. So then you end up with this huge schedule of all these yeses, and then you don't know everything is important. Everything's not important. Everything has a cost or benefit in life. So when you have a purpose, I always tie this back to purpose, you're more than likely to know what to say yes to and what to say no to, because it's tied to that overarching purpose. So I know my purpose in life is to help as many people as possible to experience joy and excitement for their life through the vision development process. I have the gift and mastery to help people understand what their purpose is, how to get clarity, confidence, and in their life. So clarity, confidence, and courage. I knew there was a third one in there. Again, what is it that you want? Where do you see yourself? What is the vision? Because once you have that vision, all of these things that I mentioned, you will understand the importance and the relevance of how they help you on that path to achieving the vision. So today was time. I hope that this time has been beneficial to you, and I've left you better off for having listened to me. And again, the reason I do the Make It Awesome moment is because every day we wake up until the time we put our head on the pillow, we have two choices. We can choose in fear. It's going to be awful. The past is awful. These people are awful. My job is awful. My kids are awful. My husband is awful. Everything's awful. So you can make that choice all day long. And guess what? You're going to have awful. Or you could choose awesome. You know what? This is going to be great. I'm tired of the bad. I've done that. I know what that feels like. I'm going to choose an awesome and see what this is like. Hey, good morning. This is awesome. Hey, this is wonderful. You're going to make that choice instead and see what your day looks like, because the future has not happened. And we know the future can change in a drop of a hat. We've seen it time and time again where people thought they were going this way and they ended up going a different way. So since the future has not happened, you have a chance to make it different. So if you're going to make it up, make it awesome. This has been Michelle Baker, the Congruency Catalyst, international speaker, trainer, coach with the Make It Awesome moment. And it has been my pleasure and blessing. And I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow when we do R. Have a wonderful day.